What's good with y'all? How y'all living, man? Y'all excuse me. I'm eating right now. But I seen something on Instagram that kind of triggered me to make this video, and I wanted to kind of do it right now while it was hot on my mind. And I'm about to start camming back up like I used to do in the past. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at this kind of like, I don't want to say a podcast or a broadcast. It's just like me kicking it with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Giving y'all some jewels, giving y'all some wisdom. So, sometimes I might just be sitting down drinking, not like no alcohol. And I don't drink alcohol or smoke, but, just drinking my sweet tea and eating or sipping my hot cocoa. And, I'm just running it with y'all. You know what I'm saying? But this video here, just to my young men, especially my young black men. Because, the young black man in today's world is being trained um indirectly and directly by his mother to worship women. And for the most part, these young black men don't have no man in the home. And so that's what I mean by indirectly. Because if they in the home with their mom, her friends, in some situations you'll even see them at the beauty shop with their mom. They all around women. So all they have is a bunch of feminine perspectives. They don't have no masculine perspective. And then when they go out in the world and begin dating, they think it's normal to worship a woman and to let a woman just completely do whatever she wants. And we got to always understand that the man is the prize. A woman is very valuable and essential, but the man is the prize. There's a reason why the Bible said that he who finds a good woman finds a good thing and receives favor from the Lord. It does not say she who finds a good husband finds favor from the Lord and finds a good thing. It says it the other way around. Um, and the crazy thing about it is these women are being taught, our women, our black women are being taught, look, get your education, make sure your money right, keep your options open while you young, don't put all your eggs in one basket. In other words, be a whore. And this is what they telling the daughters, but they telling their sons, this you worship. They not saying the exact word worship, but in so many words, they telling a young black man to worship the woman, to treat the woman well. But this is not being taught to the young black women. They not taught that. They taught to basically, in so many words, you do what you want to do till you ready to settle down, and that's what most of them doing. But and because of that, you're starting to see a lot of young men. Some people use the term simp, but you see a lot of young men who are very simple. They simpletons. And when you use the word simp, that means something else. That means that like you just weak for women and they can run over you and that's really what a lot of these young men are doing. You look at the Travis Hunter situation, and ain't nobody can tell him nothing. I respect the young brother. He's one of the best football players I've ever seen in my life. And I'm not here to judge him in this situation, but he in the public eye, so he people always don't people get the misunderstanding of fame a lot of times. And in his field of profession, I understand that he's an athlete. He went to school to be an athlete, so it's kind of different versus like you trying to be a rapper or you trying to be an actor. You put yourself in the spotlight. His talent put him in the spotlight, but you in the spotlight. And in anything in this world, you got to deal with good and bad. And the best thing you can always do in any situation is try to make sure the good outweigh the bad. In his life, good outweigh the bad. He's very successful financially. He's able to do things for his family, and he's about to be a top 10 pick in the NFL. And I believe he's going to have a long, great career. But there's a lot of red flags with the young lady that he's in love with. And, people telling him this, people telling him that. And um, I don't think he taking heed to it, but it's getting so much to the point where he deleted his social medias. Like it's a lot of pressure on him dealing with that. And a lot of people, in the world just miserable and they just hating on the man, so they just trying to find anything. But you got people like Dez Bryant, people like Bow Wow who have came out and spoke to him publicly about the situation. And I feel like these men, you know, they just try to help him because they've been there, done that. And I hope all is well. I hope everybody wrong. I hope this woman end up being a young, amazing young woman. But the woman of today, I'm gonna just say this here. Matthew 6:33 says, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all will be added unto you. And what that means is when you get yourself right with God and begin to get on the path of following God and trying to do the right thing to the best of your ability, um, everything you desire is gonna come to you. You won't have to go chase anything. Um, And today's women, the woman of today, don't matter what race she is, but especially the black woman, and it's not me bashing the black woman, because coming from a guy who loved black women of all shapes and sizes. Um, I just understand that the black woman is in a very dark place right now because of her upbringing. In some situations, you can't even really blame her because it's a way she was upbringing, is a way her upbringing, and what she's doing is she's recycling that and doubling down. So it's to the point now where these young women in high school are whores, and they're proud whores. Back in the day, it always was a whore in high school. It always was a whore in middle school. It always was that. But you had maybe one or two. Now, because of the rap music and because of the culture of black women, the whole black culture of black women, that's cool and accepted. It's accepted and cool to be toxic and whore. Whore culture has been embraced. Um, by the black woman of all women. All women have embraced it, but the black woman especially because America is under the strong Jezebel spirit. But I'm not gonna go too deep with that right now. I do that in another video. But the reason why I make these videos, like I made I'm coming down off sickness. Excuse my snort. I really apologize for that. But in earlier videos I made, the understanding the woman, and just a lot of these young men, they don't understand women because, like I say, they coming up in home with no father. And all mama doing is telling them, like I say, indirectly and directly, and sometimes it's to worship the woman, let her do what she want, and if she's told anything, well, babe, I don't want you to post you twerking on Instagram. You trying to control me. They call a mama who's single and never been married. And she said, yeah, girl, he trying to control you. Keep your options open. Then now she's already looking for other options, saying that you're controlling her when all you doing was trying to correct her because she is a reflection of you. And let me show you something. And this might hurt somebody's feelings out. It is what it is. The truth hurts sometimes. You can be as delusional as you want. You can believe whatever you want. But I can tell you right here, right now, that if you have a woman who is in a relationship with you, a marriage or a serious relationship with you, y'all not dating, y'all serious in a serious relationship, y'all paying bills together, or y'all married, and she is constantly posting selfies on social media, and Lord forbid she posting twerk videos on social media or full body pictures with her butt to the camera. Listen, my brother, run. If y'all just got married, get an annulment. Do what you have to do to protect yourself. Because if this woman is doing one of these three things that I just said, and y'all in a serious relationship, and or married, posting selfies, full body pictures with her butt to the camera, or she twerking, if she's doing any of these things, I can promise you, my brother, this is not even, well, maybe, I don't know. I can promise you that she's cheating on you. Because if she's putting herself like that on a public platform where you can see it, you think she at work turning everybody down? You think she turning everybody down when she with her homegirls? You think she turning everybody down at the grocery store? You think she turning everybody down at the gas station? It's men who finer than you, richer than you, bigger packages than you, if you know what I mean. But you think that she's doing all this and she's not cheating on you? Because in all these places that I just listed, not to mention her DM, she's getting bombarded every single day. And if you think that she's just ignoring all these people, you're delusional. You under a strong delusion. It's a reason why she's posting these pictures on social media. She already have you as her husband, as her boyfriend of years, or living boyfriend. She already have you. So what is she posting this on here for? Well, babe, I would appreciate if you take it down. Oh, you can't run. And you don't gotta listen to me now. You don't gotta listen to some guy on YouTube. You don't have to listen to me. But the thing is a lot of times you tell people these types of situations, these young brothers or older brothers or all kind of brothers, and they don't listen to you. You can't tell them nothing. As a matter of fact, I ain't gonna say I've been there before. Nobody never told me, but I have dated promiscuous women, and I knew they was promiscuous women, but I was silly enough. I'm admitting that now. I will say that. I was silly enough to believe that I could change a whore into a housewife, and I learned the hard way. However, I thank God that I don't have no lasting issues with it. All I had to deal with was a heartbreak and some public embarrassment. I didn't have to deal with having a baby with this. You know what I'm saying? God was with me enough for that not to happen. So all I really had to deal with was heartbreak, which is very, very painful. Some people can't handle it. And all I had to deal with was public embarrassment, which was kind of worse than the heartbreak for me. Because my reputation is everything. You're supposed to guard your reputation with everything because your life depends on it. This is a 48 law of power. So I'm just saying all that to say this here, young man. If your women doing the thing that I've addressed before, if you try to have simple conversation with your woman about how she represent herself because it's a reflection of you, and she take it as you controlling her and it turn into an argument, you need to do what you need to do. And God forbid y'all have any children together, because this is going to be passed down to your daughter. I'm going to show you another thing. You know, you go to these weddings today, these black weddings today, and you're seeing these women, these brides, twerking and doing sexual moves on their husband at the reception in front of everybody. Once again, and I don't want to hear that, well, she got a little drunk. That's even more dangerous. Because what if she get drunk with her homegirls and you not around? And a lot of they homegirls is whores. And what they'll do is, girl, go ahead and do you. He probably would do him if it was him. That's another thing I tell young men about. I don't know if I got a video on that, but I think I'm going to need to make a video if I don't. Make sure before you get in any serious relationship with a woman, you know what kind of friends she hang out with. Because it may sound cliche, but birds of a feather fly together. Good women don't run in packs with whores. Whores don't run in packs with good women. It's like oil and water. They won't mix. They may love each other from a distance, but they will not be together. Because see, a good woman values her reputation. And she understands that if she runs with a whore, a OnlyFans model, Instagram thot, or just a neighborhood whore, local whore, she understands how that affects her stock, She understands that for any astute man that sees her, it's automatically gonna put her in the basket with her. So you won't see good women with whores, and you won't see whores with good women because they're gonna try to their lifestyle is gonna be in direct opposition to the good woman lifestyle. And what's gonna happen is they're gonna feel whether the good woman is saying anything or not, they're gonna feel beneath her just by their lifestyle versus hers, and they're just not gonna hang long. They might be still friends, they may be love each other from a distance, but for the hanging, it's just not gonna happen. If your woman hang with whore, she's a whore. No disrespect, my brother, and you need to move around. But yeah, I just wanted to address that. But yeah, you see these things. I go to because I've been to a few weddings where I've seen that happen. And the first thing I tell myself is, man, I feel sorry for this brother, man. He don't know what he getting himself into. Because see, a woman of mine, a woman of mine moving forward, I ain't talking about the past. Because if I'd have got married in the past, the women I was dating, they might have did the same thing. Because we all know what type of women we dealing with. Sometimes we get in love and or the sex may be good or whatever, and we overlook certain things. And when you do that, it's going to come back to haunt you, my brother. I'm telling you from experience. But if a woman is got too drunk and now she to the point where she's twerking or doing sex move at a wedding, and if she not drunk, is even more worse. That she actually doing this sober minded around family and friends, showing the way she moves sexually. Because let's be honest, twerking is a sexual dance. So we're not gonna play this game. And then some of them might have been to some of these weird receptions where the woman even straddles the man. Like they get real, some of them get on the floor, get real X-rated. You know what I'm saying? And if your woman is doing this in public, I understand it's your wedding day and you happy, so you just allowing her to do it. But if a woman is doing this on your wedding day, that is a red flag. That she would act this way in public. Y'all gonna be together for hopefully forever. Y'all got a honeymoon. Y'all got all these areas to go in public. And if she want to act sexual like that, she's welcome to do that. But for her to do that in public, like a woman of mine couldn't do that. Because first of all, my mama gonna be looking at her sideways, even though it's not my mama's marriage, it's not her choice. But I'm just saying, you gonna do this in front of my mama? But like I say, moving forward for me, I wouldn't even deal with nobody like this. So that wouldn't happen to me. The women that I deal, the women that I deal with, the women that I even look at or would give a chance to be in my life is women who would be in opposition of stuff like that there. So I won't have to tell them before we go out and dance or before the wedding, look, at the wedding reception, don't be doing no twerking in front of my family. I'm not even going to have to coach her the type of women, the caliber of women I deal with now. I'm not even going to have to coach her about that because guess why? She's already a woman of stature to know that what am I doing? Why am I thrusting my hips against my husband or straddling him? Why am I acting this way in public? What am I doing? And to be honest with you, if you got a woman, I'm going to tell you another thing. And I'm going to end with this. And you could take what I'm saying to the bank or you can throw in your nearest trash can. But I guarantee you'll hear my voice in the future when everything hit the fan. If a woman, that's why I tell my brothers, don't date or get into no serious relationship until your money is right. That way you can have your lady at the crib, making sure the home is okay, making sure the kids are being raised by her, not a daycare. And leave these social media whores alone. What I mean by social media, I'm not gonna say social media whores, I'm gonna say attention whores. They on every social media platform, posting. They wake up in the morning before they brush their teeth, grab their phone, looking at social media. These type, nothing wrong with having social media. But once you get in a relationship, what is social media for? If you're a person who marketing, if you someone who social media is where you make your money off, is understood. If you just somebody who just addicted to social media, this is a red flag. And going back to what I said before about make sure men have their money right before they date, because you don't need to have your woman working. Especially if you're trying to bring a family in the world and all that there. Let your woman be a housewife. Now, I understand if she a doctor or a lawyer, she not just going to give her career up, and I wouldn't expect you to expect her to do that. But she got one of these bullshit jobs, a CNA or some bullshit job where she was just basically taking care of herself before y'all got together. You need to have your money right, because if your girl is one of these attention whores, they got every social media platform, and she got a job. I tell dudes all the time, she got a job in social media, she's fucking more than you. You is not the only dude she messing with. I can promise you that. So these things need to be alleviated. These conversations need to be had. Like I say, I always tell people, if somebody you're gonna be serious, you think about getting serious with, a fiance of sorts or something like that. There, everything y'all need to be talking about how y'all gonna bring y'all children up, because a lot of these women are with all of these liberal policies, these 100 genders, and all of this nonsense. Y'all need to talk about religion. Y'all need to talk about politics, because a lot of couples broke up over this recent election. So these conversations need to be had. But as a man, you can't be out here just dating recklessly, because you might not be as lucky as me. Only thing I ever had to deal with was heartbreaking embarrassment. You might end up getting married with somebody that take all your money. You might be getting a situation where somebody and they have children for you and ruin your children. And now, because of your negligence on picking a spouse, you got a child that's in the world, and he a degenerate or she a degenerate, bringing embarrassment to the whole family. And guess what? You ain't gonna be able to do nothing about it, because in most cases the court gonna side with the woman, and she can play any type of game with your children. Not to mention, she gonna have your children. If y'all don't stay together, y'all gonna have to quote unquote co-parent, which means that she take the children and bring them around any man she want to bring them around. And these women don't vet the men that they date. They date men on how they look. They date men on what they have. They don't care nothing about their background. They don't vet these men. They just bring them around their children, not knowing what type of person you are. So she's gonna have anybody around your children, and it's just a whole bad situation. But I'm in this live with this. I'm in this video, man. I thank y'all for watching, man. And be careful out here, black man, because it's very dangerous. I'm out.